All right, Waterloo Middle School students. This is Mr. Deuth. If you don't go to Carver, then you probably don't know who I am. Hello to all of my Carver friends out there. But this is a video for any Waterloo Middle School student. So we are kind of all in a difficult spot right now, and we're all stuck at home, and we have to do some of this learning from home. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you how to use this brand new tool that's been put out by a company called VEX Robotics, and it's called VEX VR. So if you look up here in my web address bar, this is the website that you can go to, vr.vex.com, and I've included this link in the Google Classroom assignment, so you can just click on that. You should be able to get to this page right away, okay? Now here's what this is. This is very simply a way for you to code a robot virtually. So we're stuck at home. We can't build actual robots like we do when we're at school and we have toolboxes full of robotics parts, but we can practice our programming skills while we're at home using this platform, okay? Now, it doesn't look like much right now. I've got some of these blocks that I can drag over, you know, and I could maybe say drive forward for 200 millimeters and then stop driving. But you don't really get to see what's happening. Well, up here, if you click on playground, you should be able to see, and I'm going to actually move my video, my webcam over here. You should be able to see this thing show up, and you might have to click a couple of buttons. But here's my robot. It's this little tiny guy. If I expand this out and make him bigger, we might be able to see him a little bigger. Now, when I press play here, my robot's going to move forward just a little bit, and then he's going to stop. So there he goes. And you can see that it tells me up here that he moved forward on the y-axis 200 meters, or millimeters, sorry. So there's some really cool things in here that you can do. You can see some information. If you click on this button down here, you can see some information about your robot. You can hide that. You can change the camera view, so we can see our robot kind of like if we were down on the ground with our robot, we can see it move. Pretty awesome. We can see a top-down view. We can select different playgrounds up here. We've got, there's some different mazes. Let's see what this one looks like when it loads. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I learned about this last week, and I've been playing around a little bit with it, but I still don't know a ton about this. So I'm kind of learning alongside of you guys as we do this. Okay, this one's not going to load for me, so I'm going to find a different one. How about a number grid map? Maybe this one will load for me. There it goes. So you can see I've got different numbers. So let's say I want to move my robot up to number 71. Well, I've already got some code here that drives me forward 200 millimeters. That's going to put me at 11. Each square is 200 millimeters wide. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. If I go 1400 millimeters, let's type that in quick. And let's reset and run the program, and let's see if he stops on number 71. Hey, it worked. Pretty cool. Okay, so there's a ton of cool stuff you can do. Let me, you can close out of this, you can hide it, you can show it, shrink it, whatever you need to do. A lot of you are going to be working on your Chromebooks that you have from school, which means that you may have to move this guy around a little bit so that you can see what you're doing. Okay, I'm going to move my video back over here now. So in Google Classroom, you're going to have this Google document. It's called Basketball Drills, and it's the first of a ton of different challenges that we're going to be sending to you guys to kind of keep your brains going with some robotic programming. So you've got 3 different levels of challenges here. Okay, so level 1, 2, and 3, and they give you a little picture of what they want you to do. And in this one, the reason it's called Basketball Drills is they want you to move the robot forward and then move it back, and then move it forward even more, and then move it back, and then move it forward even more and move it back. Okay, so it's kind of just like a basketball drill where you go down and you touch one line, and then you go back to the baseline, and then you go down and touch the half court line, and then you come back to the baseline. Okay, so it's kind of like that, except we're doing it with robots now, with basketball players. So it's just a one-page worksheet. It even gives you a helpful hint down here that might be helpful. Now, what I want you to do is when you're done, I want you to either take a screencast video like I'm doing right now, or I want you to take a screenshot of your code, and I want you to submit that in Google Classroom. And that way myself and the other teachers from the other middle schools who teach robotics, we can give you a thumbs up if you got it right, or a thumbs down if you didn't quite get it, and maybe help you learn a little bit more about how to code these robots. So this is, again, vr.vex.com, and this will be included in Google Classroom. And hopefully you guys can have some fun with this. It's a really awesome platform that'll help you practice your coding while we're all stuck at home. Stay safe out there, and hopefully we'll be back at school soon. Thanks, guys.